Welcome to another video. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the three things that I learned about being alone. So if you're watching this, maybe you're alone right now watching it. I'm pretty sure, right? Because when do we use YouTube and watch social media and stuff like that? It's when we're sitting in bed, or I don't know how you use your phone, but you're going to be alone, right? Unless you're sitting there with a partner or something. Odds are is unlikely. It's less likely, let's say, right? I've spent a lot of time alone. As a kid, I used to play outside with a ball on my own, right? And because of certain patterns that I grew into, I got used to being alone, And by certain patterns, if I'm going to be straight up, it's because I felt like I wasn't welcome in groups. Felt uncomfortable. I felt out of place. I always wanted to go back home, right? To tell my mom, when are we going home? When are we going home? When are we going home? And I came home and I felt this sigh of relief because I was alone again, right? Not everyone's going to relate to this, and that's fine. These videos are not for everyone. These videos are for the people that can relate. And hopefully, what I'm going to share, these three things that I've learned, they're empowering lessons, right? Want you to listen to this from a place of empowerment. Um, However, I want to start with where I believe, for me anyway, might not be the case for you, but for me, a lot of my empowerment and skill and experience in life has come from pain. It's come from pain, right? When there is enough pain, I will change something. And there's been a lot of studies about this, there's been a lot of books written about this, that when we reach a certain level of discomfort where we actually feel it, right, and we can see the impact it's making in our life, and we don't like it, then we will make a change, and that pain will be the driver for power, right, for transformation, for insight, you know? So it's been that way for me. And before I get into the three things, yeah, to give you more of a background, pain drove me towards building muscles. Spend a lot of time on it. And building muscle is pain, right? It requires pain. This hurts. It hurts the next day. And then what happens? The muscle has been developed, grows. Pain has led to discipline for me. It's been a driver. I don't want to remain the same. I want to grow out of that situation that I don't like, that is making me feel pain, right? So, done a lot of that alone. Because the other thing I had, because I didn't like being in groups or even talking to anyone, spent a lot of time alone, contemplating, reflecting, that meant I didn't want to talk to anyone about this, right? Most people do that. Maybe if you're watching this right now, you're the same. Don't want to talk to people about this. Don't want to seek help, right? I get it. Yeah, it happens. That's how a lot of us will be. So one of the things, the first lesson that I want to share is being alone has put me in such isolation and awareness of the pain that it has driven me. That's the first lesson, is driven me. Aloneness can be such a driver because there's so much silence. And what I mean by that is there's no one around, right? I don't mean there's silence within. Yeah, actually, you can probably hear the noise even more loud. The thoughts, you can feel the feelings that you don't enjoy, and the joys you do enjoy, right? So, aloneness means I can feel things more, and it's driven me to create anything I want to create. Now, there's some people that will call this monk mode. Although monks If they're in a monastery, they're with others. They're not necessarily alone, right? They're in a community, sangha. I think that's what they call it. But pure isolation has made me aware of my feelings and thoughts and things I don't like, and it has driven me to focus. It's driven me to focus. That's number one. So if you're ever feeling alone, use it. Use it. Don't ever think, I gotta fill this time. I like being alone. Use it. I have a saying, that you might hear me say in another place, that the greatest definition I ever heard of a yogi is one that uses everything. I want to use aloneness because I'm still spending time there, right? What do I do then? Just waste it away because I don't enjoy it, right? If you don't enjoy it, use it. Use it. Make the most of it. Energy and time and thought space. Those can be transformed into usable sources. That's what I learned through the pain, through the getting used to it as well. To be honest, it stopped being pain. I just got used to being alone, right? And it's helped me a lot. I've realized I don't have to go running to someone for answers. I can be here and figure it out, right? So number one is pain can create aloneness, which can be linked to pain, like it was for me, or realization or awareness of pain, can create massive results. Number two, aloneness has really allowed me to know myself better. So, there's the saying, know thyself. How do you know thyself? There's so many coaches out there, or mentors, or therapists who will tell you who you are. Oh, because of you said this. This is telling me this is about you. This is your personality type. This, come on, man. No, no one can ever tell you who you are. Nobody. Do not even listen to anyone. If they tell you who you are, if they say you're this, yep, that's their lenses, projections. Never ever listen to someone who's telling you who you are. They may say things to try and point you in the direction. This is what I would do if I'm coaching someone, or someone's working with me in a session. I may consciously say things, right? Very consciously, to try and nudge them towards their own insight so they know who they are. But I know within myself, no one can tell me who I am. I can't tell anyone who they are. That's disrespect. That's just plain rude. It's immature, right? Only you know who you are. And it's deep in there. If you're alone, this is what I learned. When I'm alone, I realize, what do I like? Um, what do I prefer? What are my preferences? And it's allowed me to really know myself. Really know, really be in stillness and feel into it without being influenced by other people's opinions. And this is the problem sometimes with social media and stuff like that, and YouTube even. You might get influenced into, you know, thinking you know yourself, but instead you're seeing someone else and trying to be like them. Don't ever do that. Watch people, watch me even, to learn more about yourself, right? So there are people that can guide you, take you along the way, right? But remember what I said, know yourself. Aloneness has helped me with that so much. And finally, aloneness has helped me to be bold in when I am with people, be bold in saying what I like, being who I am, right? Because if I'm alone and I know who I am, why would I be different with anyone else? Why would I crumble my values and what's important to me? That's disrespecting myself. And yeah, you might say, well, when you're with others, it's a two, right? And it is. So yeah, I'll enjoy different experiences. There's a whole different dynamic going on, of course, right? When you're with other people versus yourself. But I've gotten myself into people pleasing and doing things I intuitively know are not for me. right? Crumbling my values. So being alone has made me so much more aware of, I don't want to have this experience. There's been times where I've thought I'm better off alone. And it's true. I can have more fun on my own in this experience. Why would I want to be in this situation with these people, right? So it's helped me to really foster relationships because when I do get into interactions with people that I'm energized, I'm vibing, right? It shows me that, wow, oh my God, this is what I want. This is what I enjoy. I am in a better space with these people than on my own in this moment, right? It teaches me so much about interactions. So I'm going to leave it as that. There's so much more I can say on this. Being alone has showed me my experience of life, my time on this earth. How do I want to interact with it? Being alone has showed me everything in the world. I get to choose my decisions. I get to choose who I'm being when I'm with someone, right? Because I know myself. And I get to choose what I can create in the world. And times, just like I said earlier, where I'll say, actually, I want to be alone. And it feels great to say that. I want to be alone. I could do these things. I can make videos like this, right? I meditate. I've become so comfortable with being alone that, like I said before, it's sometimes a better option. And at the same time, it's shown me the opposite, which is when I'm with someone, wow, this is so enjoy. I want more of that, And maybe we can make that bonus point number 4. Being alone and not enjoying it at certain times has driven me to want to connect with others. It's driven me to find my kind of people, right? Where genuinely I'm having such a great time around them, more than I'm having being alone, right? So it shows me, wow, it's an indicator. Wow, this is so nice. I want more of this. I want more of these kind of people because this is what I like. Going back to when I said I know myself, right? I like these things. They like these things. We're doing this together, and it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing now because we're either two of us, right, or there's a group of us, or whatever. There's a vibe. So I want that. I want to talk to people. I want to share some things that I haven't shared with anyone. It's freeing, Being alone has taught me that as well. There's a limit sometimes to being alone. There's certain things that I would rather do with someone else, you know? That's been a big lesson. And actually, I say that's bonus point number 4. It's a massive one. So there's no either or, right? There's using this experience of being alone for all the benefits, and then noticing, this is what I've noticed, there's times where I don't want to. I'm okay with being alone doing this, whatever it is. So let's say yoga class or doing yoga or going and traveling, going seeing things. It's great. But if I have a connection with the right people, it's even more fun sometimes, right? So just look out for that. How can you use this, without any scarcity, without, oh my God, I need to be with people, or oh my God, I'm alone. All the drama doesn't need to be there. Just really look at it and see how you can make the most out of it. Like I said before, going back to that saying of yogis, use everything. Use every moment, every energy, every thought, your whole body, the environment. Use it all. You know, it's been given to us as a gift, this life. We've been given the gift of stillness so we can have consciousness and observe. And then we've been given the gift of everything that's changing and moving all the time, right? Those two principles, which I won't go into now, but they're my principles of life. They're one of the set of rules of life that I live by is using these two, stillness and then the forever movement, as the ultimate learning experience. Everything's moving. Enjoy it, let it go, and observe. So, from that place, you can use everything. Everything is. I don't like to use the word positive too much, but let's just use it for now, right? Or actually, no, let's not use it. Let's just say everything is bliss. Everything is good. There's a level stillness of peace. Anyway, let's leave it as that. If you found that video useful, put some comments below and tell me more of what you want to see as well. If there's other things, I'm a explorer, a writer, I can share tons more, and I will be. If there's something you want to know more about, drop me a message or put some comments below. All right, I'll leave it as that. And remember, alone can be such a superpower. Use it. And then realize when you don't want to be alone, find people that you want to be around, right? Anyway, leaving it as that. See you later.